Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I'm your policeman today, the Parafox Archangel, the English policeman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to This is the Police! Open up or we will be forced to come back in. Wait, what? No. And we're just going to work. Before I mess up this intro any further.
Why would a man need a barn?
I don't know.
To store all the stuff you can't bring home.
Makes sense.
About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home.
Ooh,
After a
sounds
day
fun.
in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Alright, and what's that, a truck? Box of mementos? That special adult magazine? Ah, drugs.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door.
Huh.
Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
Okay.
In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house.
Huh.
We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time.
Okay.
But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here.
Huh.
And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn.
This doesn't
I always
sound
try
good.
to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
Okay. And what's this about?
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it.
Huh.
Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get
Yeah?
out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told
All
your
right.
Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
But that's your fault.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead.
And what are you looking
You know
for?
me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place.
Very true.
Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
That's fair. Oh. Oh. So, if I agree to help him, I am then becoming the corrupted cop. But if I refuse to help him, I'm basically leaving him for dead. I can't really call myself lawful good if I refuse to help, knowing that it's probably going to end up with about 5 murders, at least. And I can't really be lawful good if I agree to help, because I'm becoming corrupted scum. Man, I love how there's no right answer. Huh. I'm not associating myself with the Mafia. Sorry, Kendrick. I am not helping. I am not being the good guy in this situation.
I'm not going to lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family. I wish them all the best of luck.
You could have at least offered to move his family. Like, now. Oh well. It's a good thing I don't have a conscience. Alright then, so, B. Oh, so you're regularly on B, but you're the... Yeah, I love how you're a double rank, but terrible score. Okay, right. So, let's start the day. Let's play my chopin, my classical music, and begin. This is how you get away with all your problems. You play the classical music in the background. Requests to City Hall. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay. Affairs. City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city might refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. Huh. Request an expansion to your officer staff roles. Don't need that. Detective. Nope, don't need that. Request an increase in your weekly salary. I mean, if I'm going to request anything, it's going to be that. So, anything else I need to care about? Wow, there's no one in the labor market right now. Salary. Here's your week's salary. The City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. 1,200. How much is that on an hourly basis? That is approximately $17 an hour. That... I don't know what the wage is like in America, so that doesn't seem too bad to me. Alright, what's this? Disorderly conduct. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. That seems like a relatively minor thing, so... We'll send you, and we'll send... Samari. Yeah, that'll do. Two slightly below average, but you've got the 2 ranks, so you should be fine. Touch of Dinocles liquor store. A witness looked from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Oh, that sounds bad. Stolival will take you. Hode as well. And then... Class and Grant. Go. Deadline is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not a racist. What have we got? Residential area. Fight. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. Well, they're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Alright, then. Valdal, Lenazari, and Birch. Let's do this. Right, disorderly conduct. How'd that go? Court. Nice. Well done, lads. I really appreciate the classical music. It just makes life so much good. The shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled. Sneak up to the back door, drive a patrol car right through the front window. What? How is that an option? I feel like doing that just because of the movie magic. I would say sneak up to the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police present and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's face, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. "Quiet, Abdul. You're just making things more complicated." You know what? I'm of the opinion, shoot the hostage. I don't remember where I remember that quote from in a movie, but when in a hostage situation, shoot the hostage. Silently take aim at the robber. The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt." The cashier begins to cry. There's two ways out of this shop: in cuffs or in a bodyguard. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you. There's only two ways. There we go. Excellent. Right, what's this? Jack, this year the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in this competition. Yeah, okay. Yancy and Samari, you can go, I suppose. And then what's this? Robbery. Ah, okay. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Yang while she was on her way to the pawn shop. There we go then. Might as well put all those on. Munitional assignment from City Hall. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freiburg, and the press was in uproar. Please someone to keep an eye on things. We'll send the very veteran officer. That works for me. How'd this go? Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good work. Birch, you're really starting to make a thing for your name. Okay. And the officers are back. Good. That is a lot of officers I need. At the gallery expedition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibits, shouting, "We don't need this crap in our city." Well, I guess you 4 are going again. Right, investigation started. Robbery. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket, like those other bikers who hang around on street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't see a weapon in his hands, I just saw him grab up their bag and ride off. Interesting. How'd this report go? We did it, Boyd. We won. Oh my god, did you get like plus 40 from, or 50 from that? That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking the day off. We deserve it. You know what? Fine. You got your bonus ranks. I think you do. 12 complete. How'd this go? Offender caught, officers unharmed. Nice. Well done, boys and girl. Well done. Report, robbery. You've got 3 new frames. Okay, so it looks like that happened, and then that happened. Kaiyun Yinlin, Chinese immigrant, recently expelled from university. Oh. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Okay. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait, but remember that fugitives won't Right. Also remember that criminals react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With the more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send more experienced officers, and even a SWAT team if you see fit. Okay. Let's take the relatively experienced soldiers. Because he just is a thief. He's just a thief.
211 in progress.
What's this? Vandalism. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from there. You know what? Sure, might as well send the last 2 people. Right, let's see how this goes. Offender caught, plus 20. Nice. Case closed. You are able to arrest all suspects. You're gonna fail, the pair of you, aren't you?
211.
Oh yeah. I saw the degrade in score. Failed 2 assignments. Is that telling me in total or just today? Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. It's just going to be so much to do. Is there? Okay, Beasley, you did really well today. Well done. You need a rest. Do I need an extra hand tomorrow? What's my... You need a promotion. You need a goddamn promotion. You're getting one of those stripes tomorrow. Other than that, I don't think we need a promotion. We got some very veteran people here. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. According to Dr. Eleanor Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Major Roger's not afraid of competition. Okay. Man, you've really got to fix this car.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Okay.
What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, let's see about this.
What's this gonna be? This is clearly not gonna be good news. Oh.
The photo could have been doctored, of course. But Sam doesn't go in for cheap theatrics. Kendrick is dead. His family is dead. And they probably died slowly and painfully.
Huh.
But Sam's
I mean,
got
I
a
expected
bigger
it to
game.
happen, but...
He's not trying to frighten me. He's just trying to clue me in on the facts. I didn't agree to work for him on my own. So now they're just going to insist.
Yeah, no.
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Put the phone
Who
down.
am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family.
That doesn't answer
Even
the
better
question.
than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
Uh-huh.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers.
Just put the phone
Yes,
down.
we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious.
Put the phone
But
down.
of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet.
No.
Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Not interested.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect.
Uh-huh.
You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack.
Oh,
Don't
yeah?
Turn off your phone. You start today.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Go to hell.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job.
Okay.
Gotta let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore.
I didn't agree to it.
Supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
I didn't agree to that. That's bull. There's a new movie opening today starring my favorite actor. Can you let me go? No. That's a terrible excuse. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer is Commissioner Harold, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and... What are these excuses? No! My friend just crashed into someone's car at the intersection and she's in a terrible panic. Can I go help her out? Now that's a good excuse, so yes, but come in tomorrow. God damn it. I was gonna give you a stripe as well. Christ damn it. Hell. Okay, what? What are we gonna do? I mean, you're still gonna get that stripe, just not today. Okay. Alright. Let's go. I'm not working with the Mafia. You can screw off. I don't care. I'm a sociopath, remember? Kyan Yin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Ooh, I'm good with that. Gang hunt. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. May be willing to give up their bosses. Okay, so in this way you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you'll be able to claim a reward. There is also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. Okay. Arrest bonus, 2,000. So, I need to start investigating you. Right. Proceed, Ames. You're good by yourself, so let's see what happens. Right, request. Raise. You now earn 10% more. Sweet! What about this? Jack, you swore an oath to serve our city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. How is firing black cops serving the city? I am not a racist! You can go to hell! Eliminate the Red Mask Gang from City Hall. Bao Yang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks Gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep the people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Okay, then. Can I see these details, then? It doesn't quite look like these are all correct. Or it is, and I just had it in the wrong order. Travis Horton, a known racist, who has already seen several convictions. Alright then, well, let's go. He did murder a guy, so we should probably send some decent people. There we go. Travis works at the port as a loader.
410A in progress.
Sugar Dream Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Okay, Hode, I'm sending you by yourself. Go fix that situation for us, please. Okay. Receiving stolen property. Yin Yang is the faithful assistant Yin Yang, a founding member of the gang. He's entrusted with the most serious jobs. Necklace. Right. I can read all that later. Well, I'm gonna have to get a box of donuts or something for this, considering I'm being a policeman now, aren't I? Offender caught. Nice. Well done. Well done. Can we go into investigations now? And can I add extra detectives to this? Oh, I can. Who are my detectives of this shift? Ah! It says you're at home, so you can be added to this case. There we go. There we go. All good. Attempted murder. Offender caught. Well done, Hode. I knew you could do it by yourself.
113B in progress.
Carjacking. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. I'm gonna send the person with a rank and then the two lesser people. Let's go! Ugh, it's good to be the police. You get to do everything yourself. Ugh.
We've got a situation.
Oh, okay. Officers have determined the car thief's location. Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire. Overtake the offender and block the road. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Take him into custody. Boom! I'm good. I know how to that with criminals. I mean, when you are one, you tend to understand that. I didn't say anything. A weeping child called in, saying that someone is holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Let's send in you three.
911 in progress.
Runabridge Casino. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Yancey, you've been on... I'm my voice. Yancey, you've been on standby all day. Go do something.
710.
Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go out play outside until he ate his broccoli. Yeah, I thought that might have been a thing. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Yeah, his side! Screw off! I'm not playing with the Mafia. I'm just not. I'm not doing it. I'm probably gonna get killed in the end, but I'm not doing it. Well done, Yancey. Well done. Oh, what's this? City Centre. Assault with a deadly weapon at City Centre. At the parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove box and pulled out a gun and opened fire. Oh, that's pretty bad. And you know what? This is the last thing of the day. Let's just send in the big guys. Let's send in the big guys. Come on!
Looks like we have a situation.
A police
here.
cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Try to run the van off the road. Use the bullhorn to order the van to stop. We are the police. We do not open fire immediately. I don't care if we're American. I am British. We don't do that in Britain. And so far, everything I have done so far has proven we are better. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs a shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head. Shoot the criminal in the head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Shoot the criminal in the head. Let go of that. Throw the rubber sex doll. How does that work? How does that work? Hey, where's my Chopin? Come on. Where is it? Play it. Where's my music? Also, how are we still going? It's like midnight. You got 3 new frames. Ooh, okay. So let's read this now. Ning-He keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make a deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Nin Yang brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed that night because an important deal was going on. Nin Yang has a key to the restaurant. Repository. Valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Ha! So it looks like that is the correct way of doing things. So he goes to the restaurant. He goes to the bar. He puts it inside. He locks it, and then he leaves. Right? Or not, you know, whatever. Ni Yang, Chinese immigrant, hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past 10 years. A year ago, Ning became the owner of the house. The home was listed as a gift on his tax return. This guy's pretty dangerous, so... At least he seems pretty dangerous. Let's send our veteran officers. I'm not sure if the SWAT was required. SWAT is probably going to be required for the big boss. Oh, it looks like we're now done with the day. What happened? Offender caught. Sweet. You were able to arrest all suspects. Sweet. Arrest bonus 5,000. Well then. Oh, can I not start investigating you now? Huh. Interesting. Well done, people. Well done. You've had good work today. Apart from you, we've all got really good mentality towards these things. Racist gang runs wild in city. Investigation into Francis Kenedrick could resume. Second tower to be built in Freeburg. What's going on here?
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life.
Okay.
You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby.
Huh,
Folks
that's kind
rarely
of
even
sad.
slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that.
Man, this city needs a
So
change.
when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm.
Okay, what's that?
And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all
Well,
it
that's
takes is
impressive.
a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena.
Huh.
The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody
Okay.
knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But
What?
this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up.
Probably because it's
Everyone
not serious.
understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions.
We have a Joker to deal with, clearly.
Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder.
Really?
Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Fair enough. We're gonna get the chance to catch this Robespierre. Probably, aren't we? Martin Stett is your new deputy. What's that mean? Oh, no one's asking for a day off or anything. Huh. Well, Purdy, it's about time you got your stripe. There we go. Right, let's start the day then. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? What's that mean? Catalog. In the Urix list catalog, you can always find a rich assortment at the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. Huh. Ooh, Beethoven. Oh, that's a good one. What else is there? Huh. Well, I think I'll be taking the Beethoven, thank you. What else is here? I'm not sure if I care about any of those, really. I'll take my Beethoven now, please. Oh, yes. All the classical music, please. Ooh, glorious! The Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it'll hardly cost you a thing. I didn't agree to that! The Sands. I haven't agreed to work with them! Stop saying I am! Sands Services, crime chap. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report. And all the officers who will arrive at the scene will be killed. Up to 3 cops. Huh. Investigation trap. The Mafia will falsify a special investigation, and the detective who arrives at the scene will be killed. Only 1 investigator. The Mafia will intimidate members of the committee before the hearing at the prosecutor's office. Right. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed for time, but lunch is on you, along with any other expenses. Right, okay. What is this then? Statistics. Best officer, best detective. Huh. By names. Find out which of your employees plans to testify against you. Police Academy. Send your staff for training. Barbecue. Send your employees to an informal outdoor party. Hire a snitch. Pay an employee to gather information for you. Consulting detective. An experienced but retired detective who will assist your investigations for a modest fee. Convince your employees not to testify against you. Aha! Okay. I need to turn down the music a bit, I feel. There we go. Theft! A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then, without paying, ran out the shop wearing the shoes. Okay, that's simple. Purdy, do you want to do that by yourself? I'm sure you can. I need to get rid of Birch. That level of bullcrap is too much. Failed 3 assignments in a row. He needs to get fired. I need to figure out a way to move him. Attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall. Well, that's bad. Let's go, people.
Looks like we have a situation.
The teens are standing around smoking not far from the store, admiring their new shoes. Hey, mind if I have a cigarette?
9/11.
I love these answers. I love them so much. City Hall. Today in Freeburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer stand at the door and ensure that visitors don't bring their handheld cameras into the theater. You know what? That's fair. Class, off you go. How'd the attempted murder go? Yeah, with that many officers I sent, I would expect it to be good. I still find it so stupid they have to come back to the police station, though. You know?
412A in progress.
Elementary school on assault, what? A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed, he attacked a teacher, knocking her to the ground and started kicking her. Purdy, you and Grant, off you go. City Center. Mr. Boyd, I have a very sensitive issue, which our mutual friend, Charles Daly, said you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freiburg. Ooh, I like where this is going. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in the lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she'd just smile and give them whatever they asked for, and not even check into the warrant. Huh. Okay. That doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna send you 3. That Mafia assignment, go to hell. Jack, we have something going down today at engineering plant. That's what I'm gonna call it. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think $4,000 should be enough for such a request. Oh. So now you're paying me to just ignore it, right? Orderly and discardly. A guard says that someone got into the expedition hall, scrawled pictures of that on the artwork and hid in the closet. Von Dahl, go deal with it.
412A.
Good work, girls. Good work. Chief, we helped Erich Breber, and to thank us, he gave us a Genano Crispo album. The Master. True. Procure prefers glam, so she was really sad and was at the bar at the time the shift ended. Oh, so she's taking the days off then. Thank you, Mr. Boyd. Ooh, thank you. Look, I'll do a couple of favors for people. So, he said he gave you something, right? Am I not given that myself? Or do I not get it until you come back?
Looks like we have a situation here.
Disorderly conduct. Oh. All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he only had the job a couple of weeks and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down and he points out the bathroom stall. The artist locked himself inside. Enter the adjoining stall. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art and that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Talk to him. Tell me more about your work.
210, complete.
This is how you do it, America. Okay, so... Well, it's nighttime now. You're out because you're handling the movie theater. And you left because you weren't happy with what happened.
911 in progress.
Engineering plant. We just received a call from the groundskeeper at the machine factory. He spotted 2 offenders stealing aluminium from a factory through a hole in the wall. So, if I ignore it, I get $4,000. But if I ignore it, I'm working with the Mafia, which I never agreed to. You know what? I'm not working with the Mafia. Go screw yourselves. By the way, Deputy, what is this police academy? Are you sure you want to buy this? Sure. What does that do? You want to send this employee for training. You know, if I'm gonna keep the bastard, I might as well.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Sometimes a call turns out turns out a lot worse than anyone could have guessed. When this happens, officers might request reinforcements. If you have no one available to send and you don't want your people putting their lives on the line, you might need to call them back to the station, but you'll be hanging the citizens out to dry. The situation is more serious than we thought. Purdy, off you go! Psychological test. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper theories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all cops over the 50 years of age. This includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleanor Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. I mean, fair, I suppose. So what's going on? What's going on? At 3 o'clock. Theft. Yeah! Yeah! Let's do it! Disappointing, Chris. Jack, we don't know why you did it, but we hope you had good reason. Don't forget who your friends are. We don't want any more trouble. Not you, man! Not you! End of the day. Perfect. You are very tired. Is it because you're old? And thus you gain fatigue easier? City Treasury doles out 90,000 for Mayor's birthday. That's stupid. Mysterious Robespierre announces political ambitions. 6 new restaurants to appear in city by New Year's end. Dr. Eleanor Waterbury. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image, and you just look at them and tell me what you see. Okay, simple enough. A man taking a handful of tablets in a barn. Flying severed heads. 2 natives beating a drum. I mean... that's odd. I don't see how it's possibly that. I think I'm gonna taking that one. But what's this? A butterfly. A man with a clock for a face. A man going back to his house. No, I'd say the man going back to his house. A woman decorating a Christmas tree. A dancing girl. A blue alien. Really? I'd say a woman decorating a Christmas tree. A tower on a hill. A baby with spider legs. A man giving a woman a Christmas ornament. Top. These don't seem very... A tree that's growing human lungs. An automobile accident. The woman dropping the Christmas ornament. These don't feel very abstract. Pieces of Christmas ornament all over the floor. The man yelling at the woman. A chess rook. A man with a with the head of a rhinoceros. I mean, that's the most reasonable one I've seen so far out of the bottom options. How about the man? The woman slapping the man. The man pushing the woman. This is very clearly something. The woman falling over the Christmas tree. A pile of autumn leaves. You know what? I'm going with the story. Thank you for your time, Mr. Boyd. I will inform you of the test results in the upcoming days. How did my other people do? Out of interest. Shea Broom re-elected as Freeburg General Attorney. No black employees at City Hall. Mayor says accident. Major businessman ready to invest in the future of the city. Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode. So it looks like, what can I say, everyone, other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.